Hello and welcome everyone to AI Insights episode 3. AI Insights is a series created by the European Center of Excellence in Exascale Computing, research on AI and simulation-based engineering at exascale, or in short, CoE RAISE. My name is Andreas Lintermann. I'm from the Jülich Supercomputing Center. I'm coordinating this project and also the host of this show. In AI Insights, we usually try to shed some lights on the work that is being performed by the different partners of the project. And for example, in the last episode, number 2, I had as a guest Professor Maurice Riedel from the University of Iceland. So if you like, there should be a link in the corner, or also you can find the link in the description of the video. You can watch it there. And he was talking about the unique AI framework, which is one of the major outputs of the project. But today I have a new guest. Her name is Ieva Timrote. She's from the Riga Technical University High Performance Computing Center. And Riga Technical University is also a partner in the project, and they developed the educational service portal for the project. So Ieva is training specialist, the training officer at the HPC Center at Riga Technical University, and also an expert in projects, and also an assistant project manager to the project. So welcome, Ieva.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so maybe before we start talking about the educational service portal that Riga Technical University has developed, we can maybe learn a little bit more about you, how you found your way into the world of HPC, and what's your background, and how you made your way to Riga Technical University and the CoE RAISE project.
Yes, so my path is quite long and quite different from HPC. I started with studying optometry. I did my master's and bachelor's degree in optometry, and then when during my master's I went to Erasmus Program in Cardiff University, then I realized how exciting actually science is.
Can you recommend the Erasmus Program?
That is the regular Erasmus Program.
Yeah, can you recommend it? Did you enjoyed it?
Yes, really. I saw the opportunity to see what happens in different in a different country, and how the research group is organized. So basically, if there's really a leader who oversees everything, then it could be a really great collaboration between colleagues, and a great result can come out of it.
Oh, great. Okay, so yeah, sorry that I interrupted you. Let's continue.
Problem.
Yeah.
Yes. So after my Erasmus, then I had the opportunity to continue my studies in PhD, and I did it again at the same faculty and like Department of Optometry at that time.
It was also in Riga, right?
Yes, it was University of Latvia in Riga.
Oh, yeah.
That's correct, yes. And then, yeah, after being so excited about science and seeing all the good results, I decided to do my PhD. And then I didn't want to change anything from what I had studied before, but yes, I saw the opportunity to study vision again, and I looked at how things in our periphery, how can that affect something we do with our central vision. For example, if someone's running around, if we can concentrate and do our job in our laptop, basically, something like that. And then I also did some teaching at the university, and then there came more responsibilities, and I started organizing training events for foreign optometrists, and maybe not optometrists at the time, but ophthalmologists, who were taught how to prescribe glasses and what techniques optometrists usually do. So that's how my organizing events thing happened.
That's very different from high performance computing. Yeah. So how
Yes.
did you get from this path into the high performance computing part?
At one point, I guess I didn't see any further growth for me. And there were a lot of job responsibilities, and I didn't have even time for doing science. That was my perspective. So I decided to quit things I had done years before that and to do something entirely different. And then I searched for a new position for a while, rested very, very well, and then I saw this advertisement where Riga Technical University's HPC Center was looking for some new person to organize their training events in addition to many, many more. So applied, and luckily I was chosen to be the new candidate for the job.
Okay, and this is where you're now, right? And how did
Yes.
you then end up in the Center of Excellence?
Let's see. I believe there are not a lot of people working at RTU's HPC Center, so we try to split different responsibilities between ourselves. So as this CoE RAISE project was coming in, then my boss, Lauris Sikovskis, the head of the HPC center, he was offering me to take part in this project as this communication person for the project. And in addition to that, also one of my colleagues, Ilmar Sladiņš, he was about to be the training task leader. And then he was looking for someone who could help out with the training events, like organizing them, and also looking for courses that we could possibly add to the training platform that we were supposed to create during the CoE RAISE project.
Okay, and then I know that there's also Ilmars is also very active in the EuroCC project. Yeah, that's another European-funded project where I know there are really a lot of countries part of, and they are supposed to create in each of these countries these national competence centers. So there's also a national competence center in Latvia, right?
Yes, that's right. We actually worked with Ilmars in this EuroCC project, so he got to know me before CoE RAISE project, and then as far as I'm the training champion there at the EuroCC project, and I organize all the events there, then he saw this opportunity that I could possibly help him in this project.
Ah, okay. So that's a very good connection. So I know that our project, we also have a good relation, of course, to the EuroCC project, and now it's already in its second stage. Yeah, so beginning of this year, the EuroCC 2 project already started as a follow-up of the EuroCC project number 1. And there are a lot of training activities going on in EuroCC. I know on the one hand for the NCCs, but they also offer it to industry and to SMEs in the specific countries I know about, and which is very good for us, yeah, for CoE RAISE, because we can also provide through EuroCC our training events to the community.
That's right, yes. There are these 33 HPC competence centers all over the Europe, so we have good connections. We can possibly connect with the experts all over the Europe.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I know what is coming up, and we also had an internal workshop already, is Code of the Month presentation. So that's also something that is organized by Castiel too. That's also a project which is, let's say, placed above the EuroCC NCCs and is responsible for connecting also the NCCs, and also is responsible for organizing these overall training events. And actually, we from RAISE, we also will do a presentation of the unique AI framework that I was talking about at the beginning. So hopefully when this video comes out here, there's already a video available that we can provide to the community where we explain about the unique AI framework and different code elements that we have in there. For example, the AI for HPC library. So if we're lucky, we can get a link up here and also another link in the description. But other than that, let's maybe we were mentioning at the very beginning the educational service portal. So maybe we can talk a little bit about that. So what is it about? What does it mean? Why is it necessary to have something like that? Maybe you can talk a little bit about that.
Yes, so as we know, there are many platforms which offer courses and training materials and so on. But there's no platform, or there was no platform, which connected all AI materials. So basically you could go to Coursera and learn something there or go somewhere else, but you had to do all the digging yourself. So the CoE RAISE training platform is an opportunity where you go and you can find everything in one place. So basically everything from all over the world. We try to do that. So maybe I could now show you a little bit about this platform.
Yes, that would be good.
Yes, so if you want to go to the platform, then you should go to our website, CoE RAISE website, and then click on training platform under the services on the main menu. Then you see that you can find different courses on artificial intelligence. And when you click on the connect button, then you are redirected to the about page where you can see what is collected in the platform, and then also see what kind of filtering and search you can do to find the best training material that you would possibly like. And after doing the filtering, you would get a title of the event, short description, provider, and link where you can further go and learn. And if there are learning outcomes or prerequisites, you can also do it there, see it there. Then we have also a section with terminology related to formats that we use in our platform. For example, face-to-face, which could include lectures or hands-on practice, tutorials, then also online teaching and training, what is under that section. Then again, distance learning with MOOCs and e-learning, and as well as self-learning. Then if you click on courses on the main menu, then you get to the page where you see now overall 172 resources that we have gathered. And on the center of the page, you see that now there will be 5 upcoming courses or events. You see the date, the course or training title, as well as level, for which level that specific course is intended. And you also see who provides the training. Now let's go to the filtering. You can either choose filtering options by adding a text you would like. For example, if we choose CUDA, then you see now like 12 different records. Let's reset the filter. And now you can see like there are about 12 topics. You can choose which one you'd like. Say we will want to see what is under artificial intelligence general. Then under level, we have 4 different levels. Potential users who don't know anything about the topic, beginners, intermediate, and advanced. And now say we will choose beginners level. Under fields section, you see 10 different categories which you can choose. And let's say we choose IT and computer science now. Then we go next to formats, and we have 4 different ones. Face-to-face, which includes a lot of sub-formats. Here you can see all of them, like hackathons, summer schools, degree programs, etc., which you can learn face-to-face. Then next one is online teaching and training. And here also you see there are a lot of sub-formats you can choose from. If you want to take them all, just leave everything as is. And under distance learning, again, you see what can be seen. And under self-learning, we have also podcasts, books, and videos, etc. Everything you can choose from. And under languages, we have more than 10 languages, but say we choose English. Now you see that there are overall 30 records, and you see all the filters that you used to find the courses. And then you see the list with all the courses that were chosen. And let's say we want to see more about massively parallel GPU programming with CUDA. When you open this window, you see a short description, learning objectives or outcomes, if there are ones, and prerequisites. Also, you see that it takes like 8 hours to take this course. And if you want to see, certificate you wouldn't be able to get certificate. There would be no pricing. You also see these filters that you chose, and if you click on the site on this link, then you are redirected to the website where you can see more information about the course, and you can apply for the course there. And let's say we want to try some other filters, then we do the reset again, and say we want to see what the CoE RAISE can offer. And then when we filter, we see different courses that we have provided so far. And say we want to see creating and training neural networks with MATLAB. Also, here you can see a short description, what will be, again, objectives, outcomes, goals, amount of hours you would need to do this training. And when you go on the link, you are also directed to the course page. And here, if there's a recording, you can also click on the button and see the recording on YouTube, which is stored there. And actually, yes, you can see all our training events on the YouTube channel that we have. So that is about it, about training platform, a short introduction.
Thank you very much for showing this. So you were mentioning different kinds of courses that are offered. Maybe some people haven't heard of that. What are MOOCs? I mean, for self-learning, I could imagine that there is material that you can download or get, or recommendation for books, like you said, that you sit down for yourself and learn.
Mm-hmm.
And what are MOOCs, and what means distance learning in comparison to like online courses that you attend?
MOOCs, closest description could be if you have ever taken something from Coursera or edX, then you know that there's this course, and you are a bit limited in time, because, for example, there's week 1, which you should complete and do some kind of test at the end, and then you go through the course, and at the end you basically pass the exam, and maybe you can get a certificate.
How is this different than from distance learning? Because, I mean, as an unexperienced person, I would say distance learning is everything that is, I don't know, I participate maybe online in something, at a distance.
Mm-hmm. So For distance learning, it is an alternative, so to say, where these methodologies and study materials are developed to enhance asynchronous learning, so to say.
Okay, I understand. So then, what maybe not many people know, and you were talking about pricing. It's a good thing that you can also look up if there is a pricing. That many HPC centers actually do provide courses free of charge, also to industry, right?
Yes, that's right.
So this is something that Riga Technical University is doing?
Yes, we also provide courses. We have, I'd say 3 general categories. One is this language CUDA, another is MATLAB, and then SolidWorks for
engineering community, right?
Yeah, like creating something on your own. Modeling, basically, yes, modeling, that is.
Okay, and this is mainly on-site, or do you also provide these courses online to the community?
We used to have them only on-site, but recently we have created the opportunity to learn them online. And actually, that is, in a way, a better way to learn, because if someone is working and can't participate at some specific time, then the person can actually watch a recording and maybe ask questions later, because course is ongoing and no problems to that.
And these courses also include a certificate that people can earn at the end? Yes,
we give people certificates about attending the course, yes.
Okay, so usually my understanding that for certification you need also some, I don't know, from the government or something like a proof that you can give that certificate away, right? Yeah, so it's really something that people also coming from industry later on can say, okay, here's really my proof, my official proof that I got attended this course and finally did all passed all the exams, I would say, something like this, right?
I would say that there are different paths in each country, but as far as we are under Riga Technical University, there's no problem there, because we are an educational institution.
Yeah,
our courses are approved by, I think, Riga Technical University. So we go under a process so that courses are approved, and then we can easily give a certificate.
But that's not only to national participants. You can also offer this to international participants from all over Europe.
Yes, that's right. The main thing is for the course content to be approved, and then we can give the course either in Latvian, which is our national language, or also in English, which is coming more popular as there are students from abroad studying at Riga Technical University and so on. And there is no problem there, yes.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, we actually organized one training event within CoE RAISE, and then we actually gave certificates to all the participants.
Okay, yeah, very good. So I assume the portal doesn't fill automatically, so it needs some input from participants, right? So how does this work, and who's contributing to the portal?
Yes, so far all the courses are added by CoE RAISE members. We actually do the research ourselves. We go into different websites or look for specific keywords and then see what comes on the browser, what can we find. And then we try to see what, for example, levels. You saw that we have 4. Some platforms have only 3 levels, so we have to see how we can split them into so they fit in our platform. Yes.
Yeah, so I could imagine that's sometimes a little bit difficult because sometimes you might don't have the same information, like you say, or different categories, or maybe also a lack of information. How do you then deal with that?
We have some mandatory fields we have to fill in, and some are just voluntary. So if there's no information, we just leave that thing blank. So, well, participant maybe doesn't see all the information he wants to see, but that's all we can do.
Okay, that means that the partners in CoE RAISE, they contribute. So there are people at the different sites, which are specialists also in training for the different partners. And they have an account in the education service platform, and they can add things in the portal. Is there a second check? I mean, you from Riga Technical University, do you check again if everything is consistent with the submissions that are being made?
Yes, we do. Everyone in the Riga Technical University, we do this check from time to time. So we see that all the fields are filled in and everything is on the track.
Okay, and then...
Yeah, sorry. So that's probably one of the reasons why we don't allow everyone to fill in the platform, because then we wouldn't really know what is put where.
Okay.
And correct.
So, but in general, it would be possible for an outsider to do also advertisement for the courses. How would this work?
Yes. So you saw the walk through the platform I showed you. So there's this button. Contact us, I believe. So if you click there, then you can fill in short information about yourself and write basically an email to us. And then we know that, for example, someone wants to add their course in the platform. And then if we have the link, then we can fill all the fields we need. And then the training material is there.
Okay, so there are different kind of users, I know. Yeah, so that means people can also subscribe and maybe get more information about upcoming courses, etc., or changes in the courses. Is that right?
Yes, we have created a button where you can click, and then you would receive information about new courses that we add on the platform. So now we are gathering a lot of courses. We don't want to make anyone's email spam, but as long when we have it all set, then we definitely can add this button so people can know right away that there's something coming up.
And can this be specific to a topic? Let's say someone is only interested in CUDA. Yeah. Can this then be limited to that?
Not at the moment, no. Only information about the new course coming up, but that is a good idea how we could possibly change the
yeah, I could imagine that there are certain people that are only interested in a specific topic and that they might want to receive information on this kind of topic of new courses maybe.
Yes, that is a great idea. Yeah, we'll talk with my colleagues about this. We can do about it.
Okay, and how do you do the advertisement? I mean, we have now this education service portal, but maybe not everybody finds its way to this portal. I mean, you gave a very good presentation on how to get there now, and it hopes and I hope it helps also to boost a little bit the number of people visiting the site. But how do you usually do advertisement for the courses that are being offered by, let's say, the CoE RAISE or the partners of the CoE RAISE?
We have a lot of social media accounts for CoE RAISE. So we have done a lot of advertising on LinkedIn, for example, for the platform and for new courses. And then again, we have our website, CoE RAISE website, where we also distribute information about upcoming events. And then again, as you mentioned before, we are all connected with the EuroCC project. So that is another option how we can distribute information and share our knowledge and help others to increase in increase their knowledge as well.
Do you collect statistics about people attending the courses? I assume some things are made over Zoom, and then probably you obviously count the number of people, yeah. But do you also have some kind of statistics that you know? Some people come from industry; they're more coming from the research field. Do you do something like that?
We usually try to do this when people apply for a training event. We try to add this information so we know what the auditorium is going to be like. Is it only going to be academics, industry, or a bit of both?
Okay, so there are already also specific workshops and courses targeted to, let's say, only researchers or researchers in industry or pure researchers, pure industry people.
I believe everyone is trying to reach industry at the moment. So industry is always a target audience, but also if we consider academics, then we know that a lot of academics collaborate with industry. So there's connection there. So of course we are interested to provide the training to everyone, because we never know when someone even from academics could go and work for industry. So if that person was in our courses, then he later on, being in industry, knows that we are a resource for them.
What do you think are the biggest gaps, or let's say the biggest difficulties to attract people from industry to the cutting edge things that are being done in the centers of excellence?
A difficult question. Maybe for industry, it could be time, because usually industry people doesn't have a lot of time. So we should consider something shorter or on demand, so they can watch it on their maybe free time or whenever they don't have any meetings. Maybe that could be one thing that I see.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's also a matter, I believe, of the technology readiness level of what is being done in the research projects. Yeah, so sometimes it's still so fundamental research that is being performed that it's maybe not yet of interest for the industry, because they cannot really directly apply it. But of course, the centers of excellence, they try to do that, and I know it's one of the duties of the EuroCC projects to attract the industry to the field of high performance computing. Yeah, and what is also new in the EuroCC2 project, I know public administration is one of the target audiences that people are now also tackling. But yeah, I believe it can be difficult, but if you have the right topic and develop the right method, which is maybe already at a high technology readiness level, that could be of interest to the people. So for example, we just recently, I know that because I'm also coming from this field, we had an industry workshop together with different large-scale companies also on turbulent boundary layer flows, something that we're doing in the Center of Excellence in Work Package 3. So if you're interested in that, by the way, there's also the first episode of AI Insights. So you can click here or here down in the description and listen to Fabian Hübenthal to talk about this topic. And we had quite some interest in that from industry. Yeah, so I think it really depends a little bit on the topic and how advanced we are and how we approach also the people. Most of the people we invited to come were through personal relationships, but yeah, it depends a little bit, I think. So what do you think in general for advancing maybe or managing the educational service portal is the biggest challenge at the moment, and maybe the challenges to come?
Well, one of the most significant ones would be HPC resources, because if we do training with on-hand session, then we have to consider that we need HPC resources, so people have where to train, where to do the training. So as we know, there are a lot of HPC resources available all around Europe, but you have to apply beforehand. So that is one thing. But if you have local resources, then a thing you should consider is having the IT specialist on site when the event takes place. So if something goes wrong, or there are some errors, or some meaning someone can't connect, or there's a problem there, then you have also always someone on site who can help out and help the person connect to the HPC.
Yeah, how is this realized at Riga Technical University? So yeah, I mean, you have your cluster, yeah, and performance computing system that you use for, I don't know, for the research at Riga Technical University, but also in CoE RAISE, obviously. But when there is a course taking place and resources are required, then there's some kind of reservation for, let's say, a part of the HPC system, and the people, the attendees can then use that, or how does it work?
That is how we usually do it, yes. As we have this queue system, then we try to reserve some specific nodes, for example, so that people who are attending a course, they can get to the HPC, that cluster, without problems, yes.
Okay, so when it comes to computing time, maybe you know something about it, just out of curiosity. How do people usually apply to computing time?
We usually send out questionnaires for Riga Technical University's users, where they should say how much resources they would require in the year, during the year.
Okay.
In addition to that, we have also these agreements with the biggest institutes in Latvia, research institutes, and so we have to combine somehow how many resources are they going to use, and how many resources are going to Riga Technical University people use.
And is there some kind of evaluation of the things that they're doing from a research perspective to grant them computing time on your system?
For Riga Technical University, you mean?
Yeah.
I believe there are not too many researchers willing to use HPC right now. The interest is growing now with the digitalization projects and so on. So we'll see how we get there. But so far, if someone wants to do their PhD and need resources, they can freely access it.
That sounds good. Yeah, sounds very good. Yeah, that helps, especially the PhD students to finalize their thesis, yeah, which is good.
So some students also do something on HPC. Yes.
Yeah, so that's I know this is different for other countries. For example, here in Germany, we also people can apply for computing time, and there are open calls. That's the same, by the way, on the European level. So EuroHPC has also open calls where people can apply for computing time. And they do a lot of advertisement, actually, also on social media. So people interested in getting access to the cutting-edge HPC systems European-wide should go to the EuroHPC website and check out the calls and what you need to do. And there's also, by the way, the possibility for the industry to apply for computing time. But usually I can tell about Germany, and that was also in Praise Times, yeah, partnership for research in Europe. There was also that the people could apply for computing time on a European level for different machines in Europe. And in Germany, it's like they submit a proposal with a scientific content, and then it's being evaluated by experts, and then they get assigned a certain amount of the computing time that is available. That's how it's usually done here in Germany and on the European level, I believe.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
All the big supercomputing centers do this, yes.
Yeah, especially, I mean, there's more and more coming up, more supercomputers popping up. Also, many of them funded now from EuroHPC and also from the local governments. Yeah, and there is simply, for all the resources that are coming up, there's simply a need in evaluating how to distribute the resources, I believe. Okay, any more challenges you see gathering courses? Do you need, I don't know, more input from the partners and more details about the courses, or is there a wish for a certain kind of course, or do you want to extend the let's say the fields that you cover also maybe to quantum computing in the educational service portal?
We actually have added quantum computing recently, so that is already there.
Okay, for what reason? Yeah.
I believe someone from CoE RAISE raised the concern that that is like a latest trend, so to speak, something that will be growing rapidly very, very soon and is already. So
Yeah.
we added that in perspective.
So it's always a combination of AI and HPC, AI and quantum, or is it just also only quantum computing?
If you look at our training platform, then you can click on different categories. It could involve AI and quantum, but we are more interested in something in combination with AI. But of course, you have to know HPC things, even quantum things, before you probably start adding AI into that.
So that means if you really I understood from your presentation of the platform, you can filter. You can select 2 things you would be interested in, keywords, and then it searches actually for courses that maybe contain both components, right?
That's right, yes.
So it's a very flexible platform, actually.
Yes, you can choose from different categories. Maybe you can also click only one thing and then you would get out I don't know, for example, all 4 levels of difficulty and so on. Yes.
Okay. And I know that there is also, I mean, people might be interested in how this works a little bit more in detail, the educational service platform. So there's also a paper on that, right?
That's right, yes. My colleague Ilmar Slidinch went to an IEEE conference a year or 2 ago. And within this conference, he was able to send in an article, a publication. So we have a publication there, and you can really read more details about what is where in the platform and how we created it and what kind of information it contains, which are the platforms we used the information from, and so on. Yes.
Yeah. And there are also, I think, some public deliverables, yeah, from CoE RAISE. So if people are interested more in the technical details, they can also look it up, I think, on the website of CoE RAISE and find the deliverables there.
Yes, that's right. All the technical information would be covered there. Yes. And if there are any questions, people can always contact us and we will answer them.
Yeah, very good, very good. So we can maybe also have a link then in the description, or also maybe here to the paper, yeah, if the people are interested. So everybody is welcome to click the link and visit the IEEE publication and get more information from that. Okay, so maybe we can slowly come to an end, but I mean, we've been now talking a lot about the educational service platform and all your duties and what you do all the time. So I was wondering at the end, maybe how do you relax from that and from maybe leave the technical part a little bit aside, and what do you do then in your spare time to relax a little bit?
Well, I'm lucky enough that my job description allows me to work remotely most of the time. So I work from the countryside, actually.
Ah, very good. Yeah.
Yeah, and that gives me the opportunity to go on walks before I start my job day and after job, and that is the most relaxing, I believe.
Okay. So one of your hobbies is hiking, so to say?
Yeah, you can say that, yes. Being on a movement somewhere.
That's very good. So countryside means also a little bit in the mountains, so you also have to go up and down. It's like a stronger training, or do you live somewhere, I don't know, in the really more flat countryside, if I may ask?
Latvia in general has one highest peak, which is 300 something meters. So it's quite flat here.
Okay, I see.
Well, not in the region I'm living currently, but more or less, yes. So
Okay, so that means
walks in the woods or along a river, something like that.
yeah. So you like to go outside and enjoy environment and nature.
That's right. So I also can take pictures. I like to do.
Okay, yeah.
With the increasing technologies, I don't have to take my heavy camera with me, and I can just go with my phone and do the pictures I'd like.
Okay, so photography is also a little bit of your hobbies, I would say.
Yeah, I have many hobbies, so no time to do them
That's good.
all.
Yeah,
I like
sometimes
reading.
I think I also have too many hobbies.
Yeah, so it depends on the season. If it's winter, I go for a ski. During summer, I can go for a swim.
Is there
And
a lot of snow in Latvia?
oh yeah, I would say yes. It depends on winter, but I don't know, 50 centimeters of snow is normal. At least it was, I think, this year.
Okay, so that means that going with snowshoes is also something that you're doing. Yeah, a combination of hiking plus snow.
I don't actually have hiking those snowshoes, but I have these cross-country skis,
Yeah, very good. Yeah,
which are probably something similar to those snow skis.
yeah, yeah. So
It's
you have
easier
these,
to go with skis than to walk.
yeah. So
Yes.
you have already these prepare. How do they call it in English? Loips. Yeah, the tracks where you can go in.
No, I do them myself. I just
Okay.
yeah, because when it's very windy, then basically you should do the tracks all over again the next day.
Okay.
So it depends.
So it's a rather remote place. You're living like a little village, and where the nature is just around the corner.
Yeah, that's right. I
Okay.
can just step outside the house and I'm in the nature
Oh,
already.
perfect. And there's obviously a good internet connection. So if you're right now at the house, yeah, so it seemed to work quite well.
Most
Remote
of the time
working
it
works.
does, yes.
And did this change due to Corona? I mean, many people.
Yeah, it was due to pandemics that we
Yeah.
were allowed to work remotely. But if I think, then I was actually allowed to do some remote work even before pandemics when I started this job.
Okay, because it was part of your job description.
Well, there were things that I could do remotely. I didn't need a direct connection with my colleagues, so.
Okay, yeah, but now most of the people they're back again at the HPC center.
We meet like once a week, and then it depends on us if we want to go and work at the workplace or do it from home.
Okay, so meeting once a week means meeting remotely either or on site that you could also go there for the meeting.
Well, as far as I live quite far away from Riga,
Okay.
then I'm allowed not to go to those meetings once
Okay.
a week. But all other colleagues they meet once a week on site. But well, that is I'd say more efficient way to organize everything and see what should be done for a week when you're not with your colleagues.
Okay, and that relates to training. So there are more people working on training. I know that of ILMAs, yes, of course.
Mhm.
And but are there still more people involved in this topic at RTU?
RTU is very big, so if it's about training, then there are a lot of people, probably in different departments. But in at the HPC center, I believe, yes, me as an organizer and Ilmars as I don't know, overseeing everything
Okay,
is
I see. Yeah.
like the combination, yes.
Okay. Okay, then I believe we have really learned a lot, yeah, especially about your background, yeah, what you do in your spare time, very good, and also about the educational service portal, which I believe can be very helpful for many people, and we continue to do advertisement for that. and reach more people, yeah, from the, like we said, from the industry sector and also from the research sector. So with this, I would like to end this now, and I thank you very much, Ieva, for this very interesting presentation and showing us a little bit what you do, giving us some insights. So there will be next month again another episode of AI Insights, and I'm really looking forward to this as well. And you can find us on our YouTube channel. And if you liked this recording here, then give us a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks, Ieva.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.